Welcome to Lincoln, Nebraska, home of the Cornhuskers and home to some of the most loyal fans in the sport where, once again, Memorial Stadium will be sold out. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a team looking for its first win, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Chris Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we're ready to tee it up. The Cornhuskers will kick it away to start. He's going to try his luck from the end zone. He gets a block. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. The Hurricane offense makes its way onto the field to start this game. Here he comes, and any time this guy touches the ball, and he will touch it plenty, a bolt of electricity just goes through the stadium, David.
And they'll feature him. They'll give him the ball, like you said, a lot, early, often, and he's a guy that can make game-breaking plays. The offense is built around his ability to run the football, Jesse, and make big plays for this offense.
Yeah, he really shoulders the load, right, in more ways than one. The offense goes as this guy goes, so it's going to be important in this one. They get him going early and often.
This crowd going to try to make life. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And he's got it inside the 10. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Kane.
I think a lot of people probably expected to see that, right? They're playing on the road, and you know this is going to be a hostile environment, but they've got the better players, and we've seen that before. There was no hesitation. Opening drive, they go right down the field, they score a touchdown, and they made a statement.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Nebraska Cornhuskers offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And you better be sharp throwing the football to the outside, Jesse, because both of these teams have lock-up corners.
And they're really good at baiting you into throwing their way as well. You've got to be careful.
Oh, look out! Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Well, this guy's going to make catches all over the field. That time he lined up all the way to the left side, and he was able to cross the entire field to make a catch on the right side. Defense lost track of him.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
You get 5 sacks in a game the way this defense did last week, and it's going to make your offensive coordinator second-guess himself a little bit with respect to protections. I'm not sure how confident this offense is early in the game because they've already given up a sack.
Snags it over the middle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw it, Suggs. And they're not on the same page there.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
Field goal is good.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, David. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
He's going to take off. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Give to the fullback. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Keeps the legs moving. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down.
Those fullbacks are grown men. Those guys are constantly hitting linebackers and blocking the whole entire game. So when you get a chance to give the big boy the ball, it's always, and you know what it is? It's a morale boost for everybody in the whole field. Everybody gets jacked up when he finally gets to touch the football.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
2nd and 10 here. The give to the back. Nifty little dance step. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space. And the Canes getting set on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. He looks that one in nicely. Oh, what a move! He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. The give to the big fullback. They make the stop, and that'll bring the first quarter to a close. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They'll go to the counter. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Miami!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out, and the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. So let's see if they can make up for that loss on 2nd down from the 18. Wide receiver now comes in motion. To the air, it's Suggs. Looking to the big tight end. Makes the grab. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 40 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Wide open downfield. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. A new set of downs after the completion. Wide receiver shows motion. Getting some heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. He's looking to throw. Quickly to the tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him too? They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. And the Huskers decide to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And no shot at a return here as the punt flies out of bounds. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Comes out throwing on first down. He hurls one deep down the left side. And he makes the catch inside the 10.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play. And you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Motion by the back forces, and he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Hurricane! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And with the extra point, they're on top by 18.
And you love giving it to the big boy right near the goal line, plowing ahead. You know he's going to put two hands on the football, lower his shoulder. Second and goal, you don't need third and goal, thanks to the big fella.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. This is hardly the start they dreamed of, down 21-3. But get a touchdown here, and you feel like you're back in it.
Yeah, it's frustrating for this offense as well because they've got the horses. They've got playmakers to light the scoreboard up, much more than the 3 points we're seeing here. I think you just got to stay true to yourself. Do you, David, and know that the points are going to come.
Well, it's also frustrating when the defense is giving up points almost every single possession. So they need to score here and take this down to have a good drive, and then the defense needs to pull their weight a little bit too.
Bunch formation trying to spring a guy free. Back to throw, it's Suggs. Got his man downfield. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
They're running the curl route against zone coverage. The quarterback knows that's going to be a tight window. He's got to rifle that ball into his wide receiver. He does just that, and as a result, they pick up the first down.
I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Going right down the boulevard. Kickoff unit ready to go. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They've been outstanding here in this first half. Might as well try for the knockout punch, David.
Yeah, confidence has to...
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. He'll come out throwing on first down. Trying to escape and get it himself. Good line on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Going up top on first down. It's loose. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up fourth.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Buys a little time with his feet. Gets rid of it. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. The end of a very interesting first 2 quarters in Lincoln. It's been a fun start to this one, and this offense has really been the story. They've opened up a sizable lead, and unless something drastic changes, things might get even more out of hand. A combination of lethal efficiency, and that offensive line has been the key. They've mauled that defense and also just about broken their will. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Canes will kick it away to crank up the second half. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Looking for a productive play on first down. They keep it on the ground to open the third. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. One of the offshoots of expansion, particularly in the Big Ten, was how viable could the ACC remain, and it just sort of ramps up the stakes when they meet on the field.
Yeah, I think all of this conference realignment, all the money talk, the loss of rivalries, but it's the haves and the have-nots. And let's be honest, the SEC and the Big Ten are the big 2 gorillas, right? Anytime you can make a statement and dent these 2 big powerhouse conferences, go do it.
I think the ACC, too, is going to play with a chip on its shoulder. Back in conference realignment, it was the best 4 programs from the Pac-12 that all chose the Big Ten and not the ACC, so this one will be interesting.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Finds his tight end. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
The Huskers will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Bringing it back, it's Yates. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty decent drive. This offense isn't fully clicking yet. They They need to get in a little better rhythm.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And he's got it at the 20. Touchdown, Kane! And the beatdown has ensued.
Well, we know this offense can score points in a variety of ways. You saw it in the first half, and here we go in the second half. They're explosive. They've got playmakers all over the field, and they waste no time putting up another touchdown.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, the score is 28-6. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. San Jose State is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Jeff Garcia, and they are right back in this. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Memphis. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Dropping back, it sucks. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get...
Fires into traffic, and it's picked off. No good place for a turnover, but this one is particularly bad, and they've got it at the 20-yard line. First down for this offense. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Let's be honest, Reese, like the only time the fullback gets the football is usually in short yardage situations, and the defense is locked in. You got to try to get penetration with that defensive line. They did a good job of it. Nowhere to go with the football for the big fella. Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see you look.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Miami! And the route is on. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Paul, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
They'll try the run. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15.
You don't always have to run the section plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
And that will go backwards. A negative play, and that defense on high alert that time. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
Cricket. Check.
The gift to the tailback. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Ready up.
Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. Back to throw. It sucks. Right down the middle. Pulls it in. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find it. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Okay, ready?
The Cornhuskers have it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready?
He wants to throw. Fires the pass, intercepted. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18.
Well, that's the second pick in as many series now for this quarterback. But, David, I love the defense right now and the way they're reading and reacting to all these route concepts. I mean, they are all over these guys on the back end.
All over the field, making plays. Listen, you're supposed to see the quarterback break on the football. You've seen several breaks on the football. Your job is to know what the offense does really, really well. And you can tell this defense is dialed in, and they know exactly what this offense wants to accomplish.
Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the blocks, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first half.
And a nice job up front, too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go. Hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job.
The ball squirts free. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Crosses the 30, he's got away. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line gets set, first down.
42.
Dropping back, it's Powell. Makes the catch. Push down for the tackle.
I'll tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
Pre-snap motion quarterback trying to get a read. The Hurricanes are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks. Now on the move at the 28-yard line on first down. They'll give it to him again. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? And the Canes want to move quickly. They'll run play action. Now rolling to the left. A strike downfield. Touchdown Hurricanes! And the pummeling has started. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Going to throw it to the right. He's got his man to the 43-yard line, and a first down for this offense. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking to go up top on first down. And it's incomplete. The defense knocks it away as we have knocked down 3 quarters and head to the 4th. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. Dropping back, it's Suggs. Coming after him. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
You gotta love a defense that just is flying around and having fun. That's what these guys look like, right? All game long, everything has gone their way. And here we are early in the fourth quarter, and they are still bringing their A game, getting a sack on that last one.
And there was lots of space as he gets into the 39-yard line. And the Huskers have their offense in high gear. Wants to throw on first down. He makes the connection.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
We've seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full with this quarterback. He's simply one of the best in the country. But what can you say about this defense here today? They have gotten after him, registering multiple sacks, and they've never let him get into a win.
Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. The Huskers come to the line with a new set of downs.
Pound 55 weak.
From the red zone, looking for a man. Unleashes one deep. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. That's a way to get some breathing room. He's got 5 out to the 9-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for space, it's Sharp. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the chains for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
Offenses ice football games in the fourth quarter by running the football, and that's what these guys are trying to do right now, right? We're going to bleed the clock. We're going to stay on the field. It doesn't matter if the defense knows we're running it. They cannot stop us, and they're looking pretty impressive right now doing it.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Oh, what a move to get open. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? They'll give it to the back. Jukes his way for more. Open space at the 25. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. Looking for a productive play on first down. Running back searching for a hole. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19. And the Hurricanes will hustle to the line. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Wood. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. A very productive play on first down has now set us up with this 2nd and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
This defense trying to stand tall. Touchdown, Cage! And the stomping has commenced. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start. And the extra point was good to finish things off. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win it, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
This one's complete. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one.
Just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late. They're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sideline. You got to throw first down. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
That defense got gassed, but they finally get into the turf at the 47. You get a play like that, and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. Looking to pass. It sucks. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, look what I found. The offense keeps it. Oh, they are breathing a sigh of relief after that recovered fumble. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Fires to the tight end. Makes a grab and a nice gain, gets it to the 35. The Cornhuskers with the 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. He's got an open man. And he crosses the goal line to get the touchdown. But way too little, way too late. And they still do count it for 6.
And this has been a rough day for this offense. And finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. That's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that. Put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory.
No stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game. Well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this. And this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
Listen, if I'm a QB, 2nd down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable 3rd down. But when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
They go to the ground. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and then limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board and figure some things out because this wasn't a great game.
Hey, stop! They'll turn it over on downs. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later.
Jackrabbit.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. Slides away.
On the set.
This offense has a 2nd down play.
Here we go.
Looking to throw, it sucks. Pressure coming. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
And the Huskers will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And that one will find its way into the end zone for a touchback. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan, meat face, ball game over.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.